one away. On the return is Jordan Lewis. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll run left with Pollard. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. From the gun, Murray sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. And, Charles, you think about what this... defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out, something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Back to the ground now. It's Henry down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 6-yard line.
Henry again on 2nd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now this is is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Run for Pollard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play fake. Murray rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 with a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, with something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense, they can't get the stop here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Finding room to the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Fights his way in, not giving up, and it's a Cardinal touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
14, 49ers 6. Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the left.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
2nd and 20.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
A handoff, running left, Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Murray.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Henry Ruggs
with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Cardinals 23, 49ers 12. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. And right side, Henry's got it. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a give here to Pollard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Murray going to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 18 now.
49ers 12. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an... Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cardinals are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there just before halftime. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Bryan Edwards in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Prater for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
49ers 12. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They go play action here on first down. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Despite the heavy running, he'll be hit and drop shy of the 45. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Preston Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's into the hands of Edwards. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Murray.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Muscles him off. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
49ers 18. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, it's Henry.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Pollard going to try the right side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
25, check 25, check 25. Switch gears. Check. Fresno. Kill. You go tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing now is Murray. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And, oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Mike 16.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Ready? 93's the mic. I'm going to come back to you. Check, 93's the mic. 93. 18 Cardinal. Go. 6 guys.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their approach.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Prater for the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
49ers 25.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now Murray off play action. Steps away to his left.
Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here in Santa Clara. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point good by Prater, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The
49er offense set to get this drive underway. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cards are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Second down and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go, D. Mike 16, Mike 16.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Murray.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Mike 16, Mike 16.
Murray now on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm trying to collect. Mike 16, Mike 16.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray escaping the pressure right.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I smell fear in that offense.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. It's a party now.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap, because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. And he's going to go down again. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone.